What's up, everyone? Sean here from Crypto and Cause Investing, back with another token review. So this token was brought to me by a friend in the space, so I figured I checked it out, check it out, love the utility, love what it has to offer, so I figured I would go ahead and do a token review. So let's go ahead and check out what Pwrcash, which is the token in question, is all about. So it provides a high level of anonymity to your cryptocurrency transactions. With Pwrcash Anonymous Bridge, start sending and receiving coins through different chains anonymously without leaving any trace from the original source. It's fast, safe, and easy. The Pwrcash Anonymous Bridge is a highly flexible tool that allows you to move your digital assets between different blockchains. You can easily send or receive coins like BSC or ETH and move them between different blockchains with ease and, of course, in an anonymous way. Let's go ahead and check out some of the white paper and maybe just hit on some of the highlights. So the functionality. So the steps to be able to do this. So you deposit, choose your blockchain origin and target, enter your target address, enter your amount to bridge, and then to approve your privacy, you go ahead and you set a timer delay up to 24 hours. We'll go ahead and touch on that in a few steps from here. So your assets will arrive in the wallet of the selected target blockchain as the native tokens, not as wrap tokens. So that's actually super important. Let's say you're operating on the BSC smart chain. Sometimes when you do swaps, it'll arrive in your wallet as a BEP20 wrapped Bitcoin, as a BEP20 wrapped Ethereum. So while it does follow the price, it's actually not in its native form. So the fact that this process delivers it in native form is actually huge. And also the usability of the platform. It has to be user-friendly. I've been in DeFi for years, and so many of these swap websites don't work properly. They're hard to figure out. So anytime that you have that barrier, that it makes it difficult to figure out, people tend to give up, people tend to lose interest. So this provides a user-friendly way to swap your assets from one native token to another. Again, you're going from BSC and you want Bitcoin, you're going there to the native token. You're not getting a BEP20 wrap version, which I think is a pretty big deal. Let's go ahead and check out privacy. So privacy and anonymity, work with me, have problems saying that word and don't know why, are crucial in cryptocurrency transactions because they protect your personal information and financial data from being accessed by unauthorized individuals or entities. So one of the great things about DeFi is that it is anonymous, that no one knows who you are. But if you ever do let your wallet address slip, people definitely can grab hold of that and see all your buys, all your sells, all your transactions, where you're sending money to, where you're taking money from. So this provides that extra layer of security that it makes it harder for people to track you. And while most of us aren't doing anything that we shouldn't be doing, you still don't want to be tracked. Again, we're in DeFi because it's anonymous, it's something we love. We're in control of our own money and we can move it without critique and without anyone knowing that it's us doing it. So let's check out some of the perks. As we discussed, it's anonymous. Again, that's why a lot of people are here. They want it to be anonymous. They don't want people to know who they are, how much money they have, where they're moving to, where they're moving from. It's flexible. So the Pwrcash Anonymous Bridge is a highly flexible tool that allows you to move your digital assets between different blockchains. Again, you get the native token from BNB to ETH, from ETH to whatever. We'll go over what blockchains that they cover so that you know what blockchains you can and cannot use. Security, whether it's DeFi, no matter where you're at, your real world bank, obviously you want security. We're dealing with money. We need to make sure no one gets their hands on your money and no one steals your money. Again, touched on it, but user friendliness. Again, going back to the barriers, one of the biggest barrier in DeFi is the fact that it's not user friendly. The first token I first bought a couple years ago, I literally came in my office. It took me about 4.5 hours to figure out how to get money from my bank account over to DeFi, to BNB, to buy that token. It's not an easy process and it's super overwhelming to newcomers. So once a newcomer actually gets in and figured out how to do that, oh, well, now I want to go to the Ethereum network. Well, then that's a whole nother thing. So having a user-friendly way to be able to get your money from, let's say, BNB to ETH without this huge barrier is huge for the space and huge for users to be able to do that without having to scratch their head and spend hours upon hours trying to figure that out. Let's go ahead and check out explanations. So obviously you deposit it, you wait. After making your deposit, it's important to wait for the specified delay period to improve your privacy. So you can actually set your delay up to 24 hours, which if you're Super worried about privacy. From what it sounds like, I'd recommend that you would go ahead and just set that at the 24 hours to make sure that your privacy is completely protected. And then delivery. After the delay period, your digital assets will be delivered to your chosen wallet in their native form, which again, that's huge. You want it in the native form, not in a wrapped form. Let's keep moving on. All right, so let's give you a case study so you can actually fully wrap your head around how this works. Really like this. It's kind of like a real world use, kind of just breaks it down and makes it easy to understand what they offer and how it works. So Bob is a cryptocurrency trader who wants to move his digital assets from the Ethereum network to the Binance Smart Chain without revealing his identity. He wants to do this to take advantage of the lower transaction fees and faster transaction times available on the BSC network, which that's definitely true. Bob decides to use the Pwrcash anonymous bridge to make the transfer. He first deposits his Ethereum into the bridge and waits for the specified delay period to improve his privacy. He then chooses the BSC network as a destination for his funds and enters the wallet address where he wants the funds to be delivered. After the delay period, Bob funds are automatically converted into the equivalent BSC token and delivered to his designated wallet address. The entire transaction process was private and secure, and Bob was able to move his digital assets without revealing his identity or transaction history, which is huge. Again, not that you're doing anything you shouldn't be doing, but you just don't want your transaction history known. I hate it. I know that there's probably people that do have my address, and again, it's just people don't need to be digging through your past transactions and what you're doing. What you do is your business. But in this hypothetical case study, the Pwrcash anonymous bridge was used successfully to move digital assets between different blockchains while maintaining privacy and security. This is just one example of how the bridge can be used to facilitate successful transactions for traders, investors, and other cryptocurrency users. So again, love what I'm seeing, the user friendliness, the fact that it comes to you in the native token, not a wrap token. Really, really like what I'm seeing. Let's go ahead and hop back over to the website real quick before we move on and look at the blockchains available. So, of course, we have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, you have BSC, you have Polygon, you have Crypto.com, you have Avalanche, you have Pulse Chain, you have Phantom, Shiba Inu's coming, Arbitrum, 2-year up-and-coming blockchains that are coming over. They have all the big hitters, pretty much everything that most people operate on are all on this screen right here. So that's good to see. It's not just Binance and Ethereum or Bitcoin and Ethereum. So definitely should basically meet all your needs with these blockchains. Let's go ahead and check out the KYC certificate, which is done. Always KYC'd, audited, always good to see. While that doesn't guarantee something is safe, it's just one of those red flags that you do want to check off before you get into a project, in my opinion. You can go over to their Twitter. Internet's moving a little slow today, of course. And I will link all their Twitter and Telegrams in the description so that all you have to do is just go down underneath this video, click whatever you want to see, but it's taking a while to load. But as I said, I'll go ahead and link that if it's not going to load. Go over to our Telegram. This is their Telegram. Again, just shy of 6,000 members. I will link it down below. Go ahead, get into the chat. Ask all your questions. Again, I do not give financial advice. I like just doing a video, going over everything so that you don't have to sit down and read. You can actually listen to it in audio format. If you like what you hear, go ahead, start doing your research. Telegram is a great place to start. You can usually talk directly to the devs, get all your questions answered, and just see if it's something that you're interested in investing in, something if it's interested in following. But got the Twitter finally pulled up. Go ahead and give it a look here, 5,200 followers. Obviously, Twitter is always something that you want to pay attention to. But yeah, I really like what I see with Pwrcash. I'm glad it was brought to my attention. More than likely, we'll go pick up a bag. I believe it's on a little dip right now. But that will do it for today's video. Go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We're already up to 1,500 members in about a month. We're growing super fast. Want to keep that momentum going. But until next time, trade safe.